Alright, so as many of you may or may not be aware, we play a lot of viewer-submitted decks on the stream. And this is a viewer-submitted build of green-red aggro. As always, if you'd prefer to see my preferred version of green-red aggro, you can find that on my website, jeffhoagland.com. That being said, this build is pretty close to what I'm playing. I think it's like 4 or 5 cards off in the main deck. And the sideboard's the most dissimilar here. The one thing I'm not quite sure, I'm not sure if this is really a very good Domri deck. There's only 26 creatures in the main, which means his down tick is often only going to hit one thing. I do kind of like the idea of a couple of status statue, just as like a combat trick, and it pairs well with Goblin Chainwhirler, so let's dive into some matches here and see how this goes. There's no Zerta Goblin, so that's all I really care about. The Zerta Goblin is a card that I'm not a huge fan of. Card is very individually weak. The double Growth Chamber Guardian gives me pause along with no third land. I am on the draw though. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I could see that, Navier. I've seen some other people play Karn in the green-red deck. I've been a big fan. The build on my website has Treasure Map in the sideboard, and I've been a big fan of that one. The fact that I have 2 Growth Chamber Guardians in my hand does mean I don't feel bad about running this first one out there to just get got. Thought Erasure is fine. They probably take the Dire Fleet unless they have a counterspell for it later, because in 2 turns I'll be able to Dire Fleet Thought Erasure them. Really? We're taking the Spellbreaker. Okay. Oh, they're Grixis. Got it. I'm going to go ahead and play the Growth Chamber Guardian here, because this encourages them to play their removal spell right away, which then lets me Dire Fleet Thought Erasure them next turn. The Surveil on the Thought Erasure will give me a good chance to hit my 5th land to start jamming Hellkites down their throat. They could have, like, Spell Pierce here. But definitely just playing my Dire Fleet on curve. Angrath, Nicol Bolas, Vraska's Contempt, Opt. I think it's wrong to be greedy and take the Opt. I think I want to just take the card that's guaranteed good. It does kind of suck that we're not disrupting their curves. If they hit a 4th land, they're going to get to play Contempt next turn. So I'm going to do this rather than play a dragon. So, like, they obviously want to Contempt something this turn, but this has Hexproof. And I think I'm going to hold this land in my hand here, because if they play Angrath and plus him next turn, I might get greedy and discard the land. Well, they're probably going to Angrath down tick, right?
Ever seen water burn?
Josh Bro, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around.
Your crew for my freedom.
So they know about this Dargon. So Dargon's gonna dome them for 4 here. Dire Fleet's gonna kill Angrath. We're a little bit ahead at the moment, but not a ton. The fact that they're playing Grixis and not Esper means they don't have like a Kaya's Wrath to catch back up here, which is nice. Hippity. Are you on... Well, I just timed you out so you can't tell me, but you're on spring break this week? Yeah, being able to disable your opponent's cosmetics kind of defeats the purpose of being able to have cosmetics yourself. Because, like, why would I want cosmetics if my opponents aren't going to see them part of the time? Sabotage me, baby. Rude. Alright, so Colossus is lethal here. It is a pretty bird. I'm gonna kill them with the full art shock rather than the Colossus. Just let them know what's up. Let them see the bling. This is how we can decide optimal lines moving forward. Which line shows them the most foil cards? The optimal line. We're actually becoming pay to win by flexing on people's PCs. Well, rather than giving people the ability to disable cosmetics because it's going to choke their computers, I'd much rather they just focus on, like, the cosmetics not choking the computers. Seems like a bit better of a solution. Seems reasonable. I want lava coils because they are a nickel bolas. I think so, Creekero. I think it's new. Yeah, custom sleeves would be a bad idea. Hopefully they leverage some of the brands surrounding Magic though for sleeve ideas, like Day 9 sleeves, Tempo Storm sleeves, the different esports that have put people into teams on Magic teams. It would be great, you know, team Ultimate Guard. Cool Stuff Inc. All of these companies that surround Magic getting custom sleeves for those brands would be awesome. SCG, yeah. The major vendors, major teams, stuff like that, though, I think those would be a good use of that. So, do I want to play the growth? I kind of don't have a lot of good resources here, so I think I'm actually going to try and hold this Growth Chamber Guardian until I have 5 mana to play and activate in the same turn. That would be branding, and WotC's not very much into that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, getting into things like that would be a good idea for Wizards of the Coast, in my opinion. Allowing players and brands to promote themselves in client, because then those players and brands are going to promote Arena outside of the client. Alright, we'll definitely just want to resolve this while they're... Wow, do they have Negate in their deck? They have Disdainful Stroke. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe I'm just supposed to play Spellbreaker to play around Stroke? I don't know. Casting the Domri when they don't have Sabotage up seems smart. AJ Crane, thank you for the 12 months of support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. You'll note that I didn't just fire off the adapt on this proactively. If they go to kill this, I want to adapt in response, so I then get to draw another crab out of my deck. Again, just using the couple of small resources that I have drawn successfully. If they just pass here, I'm not going to activate this at their end of turn because I have more mana next turn. So, like, if they don't tap out, I'm just going to wait on this. Deadhead Michael, thanks for the Prime support. Complaining that you don't want logos on sleeves because you feel it makes things like NASCAR, in my opinion, is like complaining about the price of the cosmetics. If they put branded sleeves into the application, no one's going to make you use them. Don't complain about something that's optional. Like if you don't like the idea of branded sleeves, don't use them. And again, just not activating this until they go to kill it. Just making their removal spells awkward by waiting to utilize this card. And by waiting to utilize it, you'll see they just keep taking hits from it, which is great for us. The price point is irrelevant. They can and should charge whatever they want, whatever they think they can get for cosmetics, chat. Because guess what? If people don't want to pay it, it's optional and doesn't impact their actual gameplay experience. Their decks are still just as competitive if they never buy the branded things. This game's a good example of recognizing the fact that we're short on card quality, and my opponent has a lot of cards, so I'm doing the most with the few resources that I have here, basically. Streamlabs is completely free. They added cosmetics today, Burgle. Dragon. Correct. You should, if you are someone who does not have a lot of money to spend and you want to play Magic Arena, you should want there to be lots of expensive cosmetics in this game, because expensive cosmetics keep the rest of the game cheap. If they're making money off of cosmetics, then they have to make less money off of the actual cost of packs. I think that's completely not true, Eambolt. The psychology behind that seems like some hot nonsense. I don't know. I don't want to make up numbers like that. That's something that requires market research and contracts and deals. I don't know what a good number for something like that is. That's not my job. My job isn't to figure out numbers like that. One of the things that's really weird with the society in which we live today and like internet culture is like, people are like, if you put an idea out there, people expect you to like fully flesh out that idea, even if it's like not working within anything that's relatively close to your area's expertise. And it's like, it's okay to be able to point something out as a good idea or say this is worth spending time working on without knowing perfectly how it's supposed to work. This card's so good. I'm only playing 2 of these in the build of, what's it called that I've been playing, green-red. A third one might be good. There's a lot of matches where this card's fantastic. It's good against both control and red aggro. Well, I feel like part of that too is like, a lot of people today are like, they're afraid to say they don't know something, right? Because they don't want to feel like they're dumb. But it's like, it's okay to just be like, I don't know how that works. I need to go look that up. I need to talk to an expert about it. Professor Knox has put 150k gems into cosmetics. It's a lot of gems. As much as I would love another shiny bird, I think I'm supposed to bottom this to give myself... Oh, the sleeve lights up. I think I'm supposed to give myself a chance to hit my 4th land here. Think I got AJ? Yeah, they were already a moderator. I want to look into that. Yeah, and both, like, obviously the economics behind it are you want the things to be priced at a point where people are going to be able to buy them. Like there's an equation to minimize and maximize there, right? Like putting the cosmetics at a point where people are going to maximize your profit based on what the price point is. Like every dollar you price the cosmetics in terms of costing more, less people buy them, but you make more profit per unit. But there's some magic number in the middle where you make the most money because the right number of people buy them at the right price. And what is that number? I have no idea. It's finding that number in an intelligent manner it requires a lot of meaningful data to look at. Like, I wouldn't be super surprised if, like, you know, cosmetics that are cards that are rotated out of standard cost less to make foil or something like that. That could be something that we see explored at some point. If standard's the premier format, whatever the other format is secondary, like Modern and Legacy are. Correct. Yeah, there's also flexing. If it's too cheap, then people who would want to spend money on extras are less inclined to do it because it's more common. I think I want to just play this now. I think it's pretty important. Like, I could get more value out of this Goblin Chainwhirler if I hold on to it. But I think it's pretty important to just, like, put more power into play and use my mana this turn. The extra avatar was really cheap. It was like 3,000 gold. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this thing because they're also stumbling on lands, so I'd prefer they don't get to draw out of it. Death Touch. Death Touch meet First Strike. First Strike, Death Touch. I mean, First Strike loves beating Death Touch. They're working out some of their anger issues together. I had a couple people donate for random things, and I was buying gems, so I bought the $15 pack that gave gems with 5 foils. That $15 pack is super smart, by the way. Just, like, give you some common cards that a lot of decks will use in foil, and, like, that's probably an amount of gems people are going to buy to begin with. Anything that's close to the cost of 1 burrito, it's like, eh. That's my personal measuring system. Anything that's approximately the cost of a burrito or 2, it's like, yeah, that's fine. We can buy that. How much Chipotle does this buy me? This stream is in no way sponsored or endorsed by Chipotle, but Chipotle, if you're out there, it certainly could be. Let's talk. Depending on how they block here, this shock might push lethal. check MTG. I know they're hesitant to allow you to cash out of arena dollars. Would be pretty great if arena had burrito redemption. Nah, I think that's a terrible idea. Secondary economies suck. The vanilla 2-1 with first strike, like, punched the clock. It went to work there. This card's just good. It's just good. I don't have a better word for it. It's just wonderful. They're probably a Seraph of the Scales deck, so I likely want all my Lava Coils here. Definitely want my Whirly Boys. This is probably a Kraul Harpooner out matchup. It's probably not unreasonable. Oh, I guess Harpooner beats up the Afterlife tokens, which is nice. You prefer Moe's. Ugh. Like, you know how you can tell Moe's isn't very good? They have to give you lots of deals to get you to show up. I don't know that I would have ever eaten Moe's in my lifetime if they didn't give deals on their food. They're like the bottom of like the Qdoba, Chipotle, like the Tex-Mex hierarchy. Our food's only okay. Have a bunch of chips. I'm not big on queso. For as much cheese as I eat, you'd think I'd be big on queso, but I'm really not. I know people who have strong opinions on queso prefer Moe's, I'm told, but I'm not really a big queso dude. No, so Burgle, I'm keeping Harpooner for killing their 1/1 flying tokens. Yeah, I like it for killing the tokens. It's explicitly because of Afterlife. %positive. Deck sleeves also add animations to the deck editor and for sideboarding. That's sick. Oh, that would make sense because the Rakdos sleeves add fire. That's a good subtle attention to detail. Yeah, they went up in the patch this morning, Nykthos. Sleeves too. No, I've never even heard of that, Milik. Where are those located geographically? Dawn of Hope is an interesting inclusion in the opponent's deck. The second Growth Chamber Guardian makes me more inclined to just run the first out here, because if the first eats it, I have a backup to fill up with. Not blocking here, because this isn't really a trade, because Gutterbones comes back later. You got a friend in me. No reason to attack my 4/4 into their Death Touch, especially with the shock. So, like, next turn will probably be shock this plus Harpooner the token and smash, depending on what they do here. Adding cosmetics during tax season. I see you, Watsy. That's just good business right there. Adding cosmetics during tax. I didn't even think of that. Do you have an opinion on Thorn Lieutenant as a replacement for Daredevil in this deck? I think this card's really good. I think if you don't expect a lot of mono blue or flyers, you could replace this card. I would not replace this one. I think this card's fantastic. So, where the health totals are at currently in this game, I think I stand to profit from being a little bit defensive. So while I think I could attack them for 4, I don't really want to take 2 on the backswing. So, I have a decision to make here. I can either, like, play Spellbreaker as a 4/4 Trampler, or I could make multiple Guardians. I think I want to just make multiple Guardians. They're going to start pumping out 1/1s with this, which is a little annoying. Which makes Trample a little bit appealing, but going wide is also decent against tokens. We're hoping to, like, rip a 5th land or a Rekindling Phoenix sometime soon here to literally go over the top of them. This is bad Excellence Binding, right? Yeah. It's literally Ixalan's Binding without the extra text. Let's let them draw a card here. That's incredibly unfortunate. Alright, I guess I'll attack for 7 here. Then I'll play a 4/4 Trampler. I was gonna probably activate one of these, but then we drew the last one, so it's like, eh. It's 5 minutes from a free work lunch at a good wing place, and I'm starving. soon. 5 minutes isn't that long, I promise. You could do it. We believe in you. I think we're gonna get buried by their card advantage here. Upside to stopping on the upkeep to adapt the Growth Chamber Guardian. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was the line. If they stack 4 blockers on this Spellbreaker, I'm kind of happy with that. Because, like, this severely stunts their ability to... It's a shame I don't have a removal spell to, like, blow them out. But, like, this severely stunts their ability to draw cards with the Dawn of Hope. So I think this is a good exchange for us overall. Yeah, at some point, the Daredevil is going to make us some 1/1s. They're at the point where they can make 2 1/1 tokens a turn, which is kind of annoying. And they definitely want to play all their lands out. Man, I wonder if I'm supposed to board Cindervines into this matchup. Adanto and Dawn of Hope are identical, so it doesn't matter which one they activate. I guess this one technically makes vampires. It's awkward that their 1/1s are coming at instant speed. It makes the Goblin Chainwhirler a little bit worse. They're up to... This is 10 mana now, and 10 mana is kind of a big deal because it means they can make 2 tokens and still pay to draw a card. So I think I want to get aggressive here, and I want to Chainwhirler this Gutter Bones away, so that way it can't trade with my Kraul Harpooners. This gives me a more profitable attack with all this turn. So they're gonna get to draw a couple cards here, but if they don't have something like a sweep, if they don't have Kaya's Wrath in their deck, we're gonna be in a pretty reasonable spot. If they do have something like Kaya's Wrath to draw through, we could end up losing this game. I do feel like we're currently ahead. I like this line from the opponent. I like playing to make my board smaller. So this trades, they take 13. They end up at 6, 4 or something. You get to draw 2 cards this turn. The fact that they double blocked there as opposed to chumping makes me think they don't have Kaya's Wrath as an out. That's a pretty good draw. They might block in a way that leaves them dead to the shock. Am I supposed to have just killed one of these pre-combat? If I killed one of these pre-combat, would I have killed them? So I'd have shocked, they'd have triple blocked, and they'd have gone to 7 and only taken 6. So they weren't dead if I shocked pre-combat. Alright, I think I just let this happen. They draw a card, and then I'm gonna Dire Fleet, make 3 1/1s. Yeah, if I adapt the Growth Chamber Guardian, I won't kill them. This can't cast my own spells. It's not Snapcaster Mage, chat. This card would be busted beyond belief. It would be a 4 of in every red deck if it could cast your own spells. It was just like better Snapcaster without Flash. Don't Kaya's Wrath me, please and thank you. I have cast a Hymn to Torok off a Dire Fleet AMA. That's great. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping by here today. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Constructed 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you're someone who enjoys standard best of 3 with sideboards, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of different decks, and usually I change decks every 60 to 90 minutes, so you get a lot of variety here. As always, I'd like to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to mention a couple of my sponsors here really quick. Quip provides wonderful, affordable, quality electric toothbrushes using link bit.ly/HugoQuip. You can get your first refill kit of another brush head, battery, and toothpaste for free. And if you sign in using your Twitch account when you purchase your Quip, you can bump a deck in my deck queue by 25 points as a thank you for checking out the sponsor. BCW Supplies are the only ones I trust to protect my paper. Magic the Gathering cards like my beautiful shuffling deck here using code Jeff10 at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn your cards into other cards direct with other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, InkedGaming.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artworks they already have on their website. We are 2-0 with green-red aggro, heading on into the next match here. Mr. Jeff, would you accept a build around for Fire Song and Sunspeaker in honor of all the cow jokes yesterday? Whenever a white instant or sorcery spell causes you to gain life, this deals 3 damage to target creature or player. I don't think that card's good enough, unfortunately, Holy Flab. That one's just a little bit too clunky and not it's like the payoff's not particularly sweet and the power level is bad. I'm gonna keep this. If my opponent's something aggressive, I'm going to really want to draw a 2-drop, but the 3-4-5 curve in this hand is great. It's just like not really a biggish thing once you play a 6-drop though. Like by the time you play your 6-drop, your hand's often going to be empty in your red-white deck. Yeah, I don't have the Gruul sleeves, Marty. We have Simic, Rakdos, and Azurius for card sleeves. I'm just making do, okay? The fire sleeves, these are Rakdos are like Gruul adjacent, okay? I'm glad we're going to get to showcase this matchup here. A lot of people have asked, like, what are this deck's harder matchups? And I think this is the answer to that question. The Sultai matchup feels very challenging with this archetype. It's not unwinnable by any means, but it's definitely one of the tougher ones. We have not seen any deck sleeves or foil cards from our opponents yet. They are all plebeians. Roy with the Twitch Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. That is a foily bird, you see. What if they only show up locally? No, they show up on both sides. Even our avatar is new, exactly. All about the bling bling. I was watching your 5-color wizard league from yesterday and it looked sweet. I was wondering if you think a splash of white in your blue-red wizards for Reflector Mage and Deputy of Detention. Nah, I don't think so, Jumpstart. I think that deck's still bad. Thank you. Lipstick on a pig, still a pig. Having the foil cards be still until you mouse over them is ideal. The fact that they're borderless still means they look special and sweet, but it means that they're not distracting while they're being played unless you want them to be distracting. They do also show their animation while they're on the stack. I said this matchup is hard, but this is definitely one of the ways in which we can win it. Having a pile of good flying creatures is one of the best ways to approach it. Really want to draw a land next turn to smack in with this this dragon. Collision Colossus. Alright, so what are we doing here? I think we need to kill Vivien probably, right? Actually, can I kill them? Not quite. This is only +7. I guaranteed kill Vivien here, because even if they double block, their stuff goes away, right? Is this bad boy tramples? Cosmetic update looks good so far. It seems like they've worked out all the kinks in their updater too, which is great.
I always survive. You'll see.
You are subscribed, Shame Spyro. Welcome to the party. Dragon. One turn late on the dragon, but not too big of a deal. Still solidly dead in the air next turn, even if they kill one of my things in the back of Colossus. You also have some pressure on the ground, which can be good. So we need to answer the air, and we get to push through on the ground. So while this deck can grind on occasion, you don't want to grind against Sultai. Killing them ASAP is what you need to be doing. Why would they contempt my dragon instead of my... You know, I'm just not going to ask questions. Just don't look a gift horse in the mouth, chat. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Just be like, yep. They're dead regardless of which one they contempted. Ooh, the animation's foiled too. Look at that. Give him the tree. Give him the tree. Give him the tree, little bird. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Scrubs, thanks for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Alright, how are we supposed to approach this matchup? Lava Coils in sound good. Shock out sounds good. Status Statue actually sounds really good. That's fantastic with the Whirly Boy. I don't think this is a Vivien or Domri matchup. What's your favorite? This one actually, Marty. The build of this deck on my website is excellent against Mono Blue. Excellent against Mono Blue. I'm gonna trim a couple of Kraul Harpooners here, I think. I think I want to leave the Collision Colossus in for punch through. You want to board the Planeswalkers in here? I really think the Planeswalkers are fighting this matchup on a bad axis. You don't beat them going long. Trying to outgrind the Sultai deck with this deck feels like incorrect rule assessment. I think I just want to try and apply pressure here without playing the Phoenix out, since I know they have this contempt. Maybe see if we can get them to contempt something that's not the Phoenix. They draw a cast down? They must have drawn a cast down, huh? Morning, J-Ray. Alright, hopefully we're through Hostage Takers and Vraska's Contempts. That Phoenix will get to stick around for a bit. Thanks for the support, Flickery. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Who do I want to contempt here? So the Growth Chamber Guardian hits harder, but exiling the Hostage Taker is appealing, so they can't Memorial it back later. I think I'd rather do this. That's close. I think we're pretty far behind here regardless. They stole our animations. Well, they don't have anything good in their graveyard at the moment. Well, that covers the next thing they play, which is sweet. He's dead, Jim. I guess situations like this, the Planeswalkers would be okay draws, but I feel like these are kind of more the exception than the rule. Like, my opponent hasn't drawn a Hydrate Graces yet this game. Wow, punished. I was like, well, this contempt is all upside. I want to exile their thing, and I want to gain some life. This leaves me dead to a removal spell, but I do just want to pressure them. Alright, that's still not a Hydrate Graces. Foils are how much again? They range from, I think, $3 to $6. Oh, there. Meet my friend, the 4/4. Do 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 do. All right, let's try the Planeswalkers, I guess. Let's try. God, that can't be right. This card seems so unreasonably bad in this deck. Like, look at this board plan. Like, I'm boarding in Domri with 22 creatures. What is the Hyper Geo on his down tick with 22 creatures? We're 85% to hit one thereabouts, and we're like 45% to hit two. I guess that's good enough. Like a coin flip to draw two. CBC Spartans, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. I don't know that I feel like Domri just shouldn't be in the sideboard of this deck. I feel like he really doesn't belong. Now, I think Collision letting you punch through blockers and be reach is pretty important. Here's to more foil dealer's choice. Thank you for the biddy, Steve ate my cat. What are the numbers with 33 hits? Alright, I'm gonna play a 2-1 with first strike and start attacking. With 33 hits, you're 97% to hit 1. I think it's like 65% to hit 2. 77% to hit 2. So pretty likely to hit 2. Think I want to just play a 4-4 here. If you want to see my preferred green-red aggro list, you can find it on my website, jeffhoagland.com. Draw a land here so I can kill this with Chainwhirler. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my green-red aggro talk. Dunk dunk. Deal. Land, please. Rude. Tino, thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. At least they can't play a sweeper yet next turn. How's everyone getting cool promo cards? In the deck editor, you can craft them. You can also buy guild bundles in the store. Like, this game and the first game are such good examples of how this archetype wins this matchup in my experience. You run them over in games like this rather than trying to go along with things like Planeswalkers. I think the Planeswalkers are approaching the matchup in an incorrect manner. The final countdown. Alright, so I strike their dome, and then if I draw a land, they die. Untapped land, they die. Rude. Rude. Oh, do I kill this and put them to 1? Do I just floop this? I kind of want to kill this, otherwise it's going to be a 6-5 leftover. You can't Daredevil your own cards. Oh, they don't have a cast out. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. That was last game. That was last game. Yikes. Yikes. No, it's fine. We draw an untapped land next turn, they still die. This forces them to use the finality. Yeah, Lightning Strike does it too. Okay. We have like 20 lethal draws. So everybody says, hey, dragon. There were people playing Siege Gang Commander in the top end of this archetype for a little bit, and this is much, much better. Bump Bamp Bugler will do, J-Ray. Thanks for the support. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, we did in fact win the bad matchup. It is bad, it's not unwinnable. This deck has play in basically every match in the format. I think this archetype's very reasonable. Oh, I bet the foiled dragon is sick nasty. That's probably true. The foiled dragon is probably the sweetest. So, this is a tactical concession. They have some idea of what we're doing, but I feel like we're pretty unlikely to win with the hand that I have there against Esper Control, so I'm going to concede to conceal information. For a foil dragon, please. Sounds good, Gorks. Why can't I upgrade things to foil mid-match? I need a foil button during sideboarding, Watsy. I need a foil button during sideboarding. And like here too, like, it's like, do I want these Cindervines in this matchup? Maybe I don't want all of them because I want to make Domri better. Would you rather have Shocks over the Lava Coil? There's no Lava Coils in my deck. I want to leave Lightning Strike in rather than Lava Coil because this card kills Hostage Taker, which is a card we care about. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. I do think the fact that they're using a format that's using the best of one opening hand algorithm changes is a big deal. I think that that's a very smart move for their Invitational this weekend. The fact that the Invitational is not going to have a bunch of non-games where one player has to mulligan a bunch because Magic is great. Man, they're like actually dead, huh? It's gonna suck if they hit the land and cast Cry, but I think I want to play this out so that way they're dead and can even through a cast down. So land Cry makes us cry, but otherwise they're done. Alright, they got a freebie, I got a freebie. On to game the third. I will say that Legion Warboss is kind of impressive there. It's a neat card out of the sideboard. We mulliganed, they stumbled. Yeah, the freebie after we mulliganed to 5 was great. Fantastical for sure. How much to get Simic aggro on today? As a heads up, Black Rabbit, I only readjust my current day schedule for large donations, so usually a 5,000 bit or $50 donation, because I don't want people to shuffle the queue around with small donations so people don't know what to expect once they go live. So I am doing a long stream today because I'm not doing any standard tomorrow or Friday. I'll be back with more standard on Monday. But I do plan to go for, I don't know, like another 6 or 7 hours today. Sweet. Kaya's literally going to regain 4 here. We'll go land, Warboss, crack Kaya.
That's what I do.
Actually, this is an interesting question. Do I play around Cry of the Canarium here? I kind of want this to follow up a sweeper. I'm going to Spellbreaker because I think there's a good chance we get Wrath next turn. And I'd rather this get Wrath than this get Wrath.
I'll be back. Just you wait.
Bell Haunt. Wow, that's incredibly unfortunate. Well, that makes this really bad, and it makes the fact that I played this as a 3/3 terrible. It does make Kaya's Wrath less likely though, so we got that going for us. Land. Land. Perfect. Happy to be here, Troll. Could be Hero and we didn't see it game 2. Maybe? I don't know. Esper Control has Bellhaunt in the sideboard a lot of the time. Wrath basically confirms they're playing Control. Alright, so this is an interesting question. I think I'm just supposed to play Phoenix here. It's like, which of these do I want to stick while they don't have counter magic? I think it's this one. They took Lightning Strike. Really? Really? They took Lightning... Oh, they just have 2. Okay, that makes sense. Yikes! Yikes! We did. That's a magic card. Man, Mono Blue really has fallen out of favor. Alright, and a donation to upgrade the dragons. Alright, let's do it. Wait. If I'm already locked into the traditional constructed event, will it change it to foil mid-match? It might not change it mid-league. I guess we'll find out. Azurius Cub, thanks for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. This deck definitely dumpsters Mono Blue. I agree with that assessment. You have a lot of the four main deck Harpooners. Does a number. The foil skin does not give you the actual card. It is just a appearance that you apply to the card that you have. So if you don't have a card and you get the foil for it, you don't get the card. You get the foils just like I showed there in the deck editor, Equinox. You toggle the switch and then you start getting them. Alright, rematch against Esper. Let's do it. Angel Puff, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It might be JAC or Spanish Inquisition related. It could be SI related. So if they thought Erasure here, I assume they're taking the Phoenix. We'll play Spellbreaker, crack them for 7. Valkaya's Wrath will untap and fart Growth Chamber Guardian. Maybe get back into this. Did we buy fancy shinies while you're gone? We got Guardians, Phoenixes, and we just bought Dragons. I mean, animated is kind of a better term than foil, I think. You could say premium. They're premium versions. Premium is probably the right descriptor. Oh, that's a hungry boy. Go treat yourself. Vassal of Hoaglandia coming in hot with 7 foils. We are going to treat myself after this. We're going to go make some things shiny. Maybe we'll buy a couple more of the guild packs. Maybe we'll buy some more guild packs. Oh, you know what? Was I supposed to, maybe I was supposed to haste this and then Lightning Strike kills them if they don't jump block? Maybe that's the line. There's no party bus foil? That's so sad. That's so incredibly sad. Yes, the 600 gems is getting just that specific card animated. Seraph of the Scales. Yeah, that's one we should do. I love me some Seraph. That card is wonderful. Oh, they're the Bugler deck. That makes sense. No, not every card is available in foil. That was a very good draw. I mean, they're still dead. These trample, chat. So I just like these trample. Doesn't really matter. Everybody calm down. Do they have... They don't have many things that this kills, right? Probably not. I'm gonna trim a couple of these. Seems good. Been playing a rendition of your party bus deck, and it's fun even when I get dumped. So that's the key, right? Is finding a deck that you like even when you're getting beat up. That really is key. I'm pretty sure after their sales today, some Hasbro exec is going to have them make every single card premium. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. That is an acute observation by Nox. Thirsty Kane, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate you cashing in your Bezo bucks this way this month. Welcome, welcome. It's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Really hope they play Kite Sail Freebooter on 2, and we just, like, get to show them my Kraul Harpooner. Yeah! Nice magic card. This card should definitely board out in this matchup. Southern Man Gaming, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday in the middle of your week. Thanks for the support. Do-do-do-do-do-do. and they don't know about the second Harpooner here. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and shock this, and then Harpooner the token and smack them for 3, right? That's a great use of my mana. Super efficient. Yeah, like when this card is 2 mana Flame Tongue Kavu, it's absurd. It's like good in general, but like when it's 2 mana Flame Tongue Kavu, it's just gross. Quote 128 is a Hoaglandia milestone. You're not wrong. Oh, hostage taker is rude. Harpooner, please. One of your finest harpooners, please. Or a land. Either would do. Oh, Magic's really easy when you're lucky, chat. Jackal, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastical day wherever you're at. I am streaming from a Linux computer. This is my wine desktop. This is my wine desktop on top of my beautiful Bloodbraid Elf art desktop background. Am I an actual wizard? Yep. I feel like I need to full art the Kraul Harpooner. I feel like it just earned its full art. Also worth noting, the foils we add to our deck mid-league don't actually get added, which is sad. We had someone donate for 7 foils. Oh no! There's no Harpooner foil! There's no Harpooner foil, chat! Oh, there's a beautiful Seraph, though. Definitely crafting that one. Poor Harpooner. Does this change as we change sleeves, by the way? It doesn't. Someone said they thought this changes. I'm gonna go get the Gruul sleeves with some of that. I'm gonna use 3 of the 7 on the Gruul sleeves. Guild bundle. Look at Domri. Look at him. Take my dollars. All right, that's the 7. We bought 2 guild bundles and a Seraph. Although again, I don't think it's gonna change. I'm pretty sure it doesn't change mid-league. Uh, 200 gems are $1. So the 1,200 gems is $6 to make a mythic foil. So, I'm letting people who want to see a specific foils donate $5 to foil a card. For rares and mythics. On mythics, I'll eat the extra $1 just for the sake of keeping things easy. Yep, yeah, the cosmetics update rolled out this morning. Premium/animated cards exist now. They're not quite foil, but they're sweet. They're definitely sweet. Not every card is foil at the moment, or is available in premium or foil, whatever we want to call it. How big was the update? So, The one bug that Arena has running on Linux is that the updater doesn't work. So every time there's an Arena update, I have to re-download the whole thing. So I don't know how big just this update was, because I had to reinstall from scratch. I want to keep this on the draw. I need some lands, but we're on the draw. Rycat with the $15 tip. Orzhov bundle, please, thanks. Will do. Will do. You're gonna strike that one down. Relentless Raptor, eh? That's incredibly unfortunate. K. Mueller, if you want to pick a different one other than Kaya, you can. Because the Kaya is in the Orzhov bundle that Rycat just donated for, so we'll get one that way. We're dead, but like I don't know what my opponent's deck is doing, so I feel like I should like hang out and like find out what they're doing. Like, if my opponent was playing like a stock tier deck at this point, I'd pack my stuff up, but I don't really know what they're doing, so I'm gonna hang out. For foil Mortify, sounds good. Growth Spiral, awesome. It could also be that they're just flooding here. Although I guess the Boros... I was like, maybe this could pull us back in, but the Boros Challenger's gonna make that harder. Correct, Scooter. Alright, I've had enough. Alright, Lava Coil looks good here. Shivan Fire is probably good. Collision Colossus out, I guess. Scooter doling out some sub-gifties. You rock. This is gonna be our last match with the green red aggro deck, and then we'll foil some ones out here. I give you speech, use it to foil a card. Alright, the basic forest with the Chainwhirler is not great, but the rest of the hand is very reasonable. Yes, sub gifts only go to people currently in the channel, not gifted subs. And I believe they're not 100% random. I'm pretty sure the sub gifts give preferential treatment when they're doled out at random to people who are here more often. So, they showed me Response Resurgence last game, so I'm actually not gonna attack here. And maybe that's being too conservative, but I kind of want to make their mana awkward for the turn. Not lose my dork. I have a Lava Coil here. They have Coil. They could like Coil plus Boros Challenger. Really? I'm kind of surprised they didn't play this plus Convoke this out. They instead decided to prioritize getting in 2 points of damage. Which seems kind of weird on this board. Destroy target. Legendary permanent. Got it. Yeah, like this makes sense. I was surprised they didn't do this last turn. I mean, it's not a strict misplay because they did get in 2 points of damage. Correct. Yeah. If the non-rotating format on this application is a hit, if they don't mess that up, it's gonna be huge to put bling into your non-rotating deck, because like when you foil out cards in a non-rotating deck that's your deck, you get to play that deck literally forever. Just literally forever. Esper Party Bus and bling out everything we can. 10 out of 10, J-Rock. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thanks for the big biddies. We're actually short of being able to kill them because I don't have another red source here. Foil and Grath sounds good. The champion the bus needed. Alright, heading to game the third. I think I'm happy with how we sideboarded. The party bus driver doling out some sub-gifties. Thank you for the generosity, folks. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. More people on the bus. Load them up, move them out, raw. I think this is a mulligan. We don't have a third land, and we don't have any cheap removal, and our hand's kind of cluttered with this heavy top end. I want dragons to come off the top in the late game, not all be clustered in my opener. We do, in fact, like to party here in Hooglandia. Do the premium cards curl? Asking the real questions. I think I just want a 2-1 first strike here. Maybe I'm supposed to wait on this. We didn't see a lot of instants and sorceries out of them in the first 2 games. A foil dragon for Niv Mizzet will do, Neckbearded. Thanks for the support. I think I'm just... So, like... This Bugler isn't a huge threat, but I kind of just want to use my mana this turn. Whoa, Ross. Thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Yep, Niv is in the Izzet bundle. Oh, can you only get the ones from the bundle by getting the bundle? Oh, that's sneaky smart. That is sneaky smart. That's just good marketing. I'm playing this to play around Settle the Wreckage here, although I think there's a chance they have a seal away. I'm gonna go ahead and shock this before the Boros Challenger makes it bigger. Yeah, that's what I said, Toastmaster. I was playing out the Gruul Spellbreaker to play around that. Well then. Well then. Opponent said enough. Alright, so that's a wrap on our Gruul Aggro segment. Let's talk about some of the details on this build versus, hey look, gems for foils. Gems for foils. Alright, let's talk about some of the details on this before we go splurge on more cosmetics. First things first, the main deck. I really liked the third copy of Direfleet Daredevil. I think this card's fantastic against both aggro, and it's good against Sultai, and it's good against Esper. It's basically just fantastic everywhere. I think having 3 copies of this is pretty reasonable. I'm not sure that I'm in love with the main deck Lava Coils. I get that this card's good against a lot of decks in the format, but I think it's dead often enough that I'd rather have this card in the sideboard. Second, I don't think this is a Domri deck. I think your probabilities of hitting creature with his downtick just aren't good enough, and I'd rather have a different form of card advantage. I'd rather have another Vivien or Treasure Map or Immortal Sun or something along those lines rather than trying to play this. Legion Warboss was very good on a couple of occasions. I think this is a decent card to have in the sideboard. I might consider having some more Legion Warboss or putting Warboss in the sideboard of the other build that I've played of this deck on my website. Alright. Premium Bugler Deputy Crisis, please. Sounds good. Let's get some bling. Alright, I've got a whole list here of things. I just need to... Oh, I could probably be in the collection editor to do this too, huh? Collection. Yeah, so Crisis. Bugler. Oh no. Oh, there's the deputy. I was like, oh, I spelled it wrong. We had one for Mortify. Socio Penguin with the $6 tip. Oh, that is awesome. I love the shimmer around him too. Wildcard foil, got it. Whoop. I refuse to watch this stream without foil Vivien. Ooh, I like how as you move your mouse, it moves around. Wait, does the top of her head come back in if you go down at the wrong angle? So like, I swear the top of her hair is like mirrored. It's like a split, man. What is that above her head? What is that above her head? I can't figure out how to trigger it. I owe an Angrath. I owe a Growth Spiral. I owe an Angrath. This one is also excellent. Wait, is there no foil Angrath? Oh, Angrath's in the bundle. Angrath's hidden in the bundle. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, no he's not. He's not in a bundle. No, he's just not there. Because we have the Rakdos bundle.
I heard you had some dead things that needed to stay dead.
Angrath is a promo for a future event. We had someone send in for Niv too. I'm just gonna buy the pack. I like me some Steam Vents. Look at that. We got avatars too. We got avatars too. Where's my profile? Hadana's Climb and Treasure Map. Got it. Yeah, good. They didn't forget about the Jink Glue. Oh, there's no climb. There's no climb, chat. Oh, no. All right, we'll do Karn instead of Angrath. We did get a Crisis. We have Vanafear already. Whatever. We're gonna drive the party bus next. So, what are we? What avatar embodies the party bus, chat? Who's gonna drive the bus? Who's gonna? I feel like Dovin might be the bus driver. Rakdos, that's the answer right there. Rakdos is the party bus driver. That's definitely who's behind the bus. Hostage taker. Let's take a look for a hostage taker. Definitely a Rakdos. Dovin's the DJ. All right, and then the person that cheered for the party bus said we needed to bling it out. So let's see. There actually aren't that many foils on the bus. That's sad. Of course there's a foil Siege Rhino. Of course there's a foil Siege Rhino. Zach, thank you for the resub there. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Man, there's foil Isolated Chapel and foil Drowned Catacombs. My what's it called right now feel personally attacked. The lack of Hinterland Harbor, I feel personally attacked at the moment. There's no foil. Oh wait, there's sideboard cards. Wait, I have a different duress that's already foil. All right, strictly superior duress because I already have it in foil. There's no Dragon Skull Summon either. What a tilt. Watery Grave has to become out of the bundle. I guess we could technically say. All right, fine. They sent $100. We can get the Dimir bundle. Watery Grave it is. Oh man, I might have to break my credit card back out again here soon. We're almost through. We're almost through. We're almost through the gems. The spew stream.